Good evening. It is a wonderful Thursday night, and I figured we could do some late night trucking. Hey, Too Fast? Too Fast, did you change your name? Well, that might just be YouTube chat doing that. Oh, it's showing everyone's like original handles. Oh, that's odd. Oh, that's kind of gooby. Hey, Super. Hey, Luna, and of course, I do apologize for that, Luna. I am not the one who set that bot up, but I've been trying to figure out what to do about it. Okay, I'm glad it's YouTube and not just me. Hey, Indrid. Wolf, we actually visited IAE earlier, so we're gonna do some trucking. Hey again, Ken. Hey, Super. You know, Super, I would have to say my favorite Thanksgiving dish is cream corn. And I know a lot of people hate creamed corn, but my grandmother used to make it, and I loved it to death. It was my favorite thing. I wasn't a big fan of Thanksgiving as a kid, so I never really ate a lot on it. But creamed corn was the one thing that would actually get me to show up, you know?
Welcome.
Hey, Gold.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
One of these has gold on it. It's the Arkel 4 one. Okay. Actually, while we're here, I should probably kit it out. You know, Gold, I've never tried cream corn with bacon. This is gonna sound silly, but I don't like stuff with other stuff in it. Kind of breaks up the texture. Like, I don't like chocolate bars that have nuts in it, if that makes sense. That with an Erebos. Looks like I lost a few Ereboses. That's always cool. Oh, some Panthers, too. Looks like they ate a few of my guns. No, that seems like a bad idea. Start messing with that stuff. Hey, Sidewinder.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
You know, Gold, I actually just watched an episode with the Vorta. It was the season 6 episode, The Magnificent Ferengi, where they get a bunch of Ferengi together to go rescue Quark's mother, Ishka. And they're gonna trade Kivon back to the Vorta. But they accidentally kill him. So they have to do a weekend at Bernie's situation. Oh, Wolf, I'm sorry. Hey, Mother Fig. Katie, how is the new dog working out? Like, I know it always kind of takes him a little bit to, you know, mentally unpack. Well, you know, beggars, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, I say that. We're gonna go trucking. I'm gonna do more of these, what do you... These hauling jobs. You know, let's see if any of these are expensive. Oof. I like how, okay, I know it's experienced, but we get paid $224,000 to go from SAL5 to buy Genie. Meanwhile, we're getting paid around the same to go from Orizon, you know, a city, down to Shepherd's Rest and Shawless, which is a near guaranteed gonna get blacked. It's just, that's a lot of blappage, you know? Why don't we do that? That one's right above us. And it pays more. You see, Gold, there's only one thing that bothered me in that episode. And it has nothing to do with bad writing or anything like that. But every time Brunt has been on screen, he does that thing where he introduces himself and he goes, Brunt, FCA. But since he's no longer a liquidator, he just goes, Brunt. And, like, not hearing him say FCA, it's just, it's like being at the club and the beat never drops, you know? Wolf, if we're on mine, then I'm probably going direct from Stanton to Pyro. I mean, I guess I could take the long way around. Stanton next to Pyro, but that sounds like an extra long trip just to get blapped. Oh, good, Coyote. I'm glad to hear it. Our dog warmed up pretty quickly, and now she thinks she's calling the shots.
Thank you, and please visit again.
You know, beggars, I remember seeing that credit to Iggy Pop, and I was trying to figure that one out. Also, while I am on my way to Bijini, I need to pick up some drinks. Oh, Ken. Are you getting an error at least? Now, Ken, you've downloaded the hotfix, right? They did drop a hotfix a few hours ago. After. Have you already done like a full restart of your computer? Like, I don't think that would do it. Just be amazed at how many things get fixed by a restart. You know, Hash, I have not, that I remember. I'm gonna be honest, Hash. It's been a long time since I've been pirated. And the last few times that I was held up, I got away with a light payoff. With nobody aboard the ship.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear down.
In fact, there was a time that I got pirated and I had nothing on board. So I just opened all my doors and came to a stop so they could, investigate. I ended up recognizing the guy. And I was able to get going with a modest fee. This is back when, you could actually lose all your armor and guns, like everything you were wearing. So it was worth it to keep my Nikes.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Yeah, that'll work.
Engines offline.
Hey, Disco. Ken, I will say this is probably the worst time of the year to send messages or like support tickets, because they will take a while to get back to. Wolf, I don't remember the last time I saw a Copion. 1G, I've only been doing the big ones so far. I don't think there's any that are 1 to 2, or if there are, they're very tiny. Because all the contracts are like, here's a crap ton of cargo. Yeah, we've got a bulk, large, and then a medium. And I believe the mediums are all gonna, 8 SCU. That's real cute. No want someone to take all that to Shepherd's Rest. Yeah, 1G, you're probably not gonna get a Terrapin to do the intergalactic ones, or interstellar. Coyote, we actually walked inside it. It's 12 to 18 SCU, I would say. My money's on 12. Yes, gold. Tell you what, somebody wants to give me a present for my birthday? Give me a Star Kitten referral. Yeah, Disco. We actually did a little bit of salvaging with it. It was fun. Like, it was all right. It only holds 6 in the bay and 6 in the buffer. But, for the price tag, it's pretty good. And there is still auto loading. I will say they got rid of the huge moneymaker hauling job that was paying like 700K. Which, boo. Okay. I know they've increased the speed of these. But my big issue with this thing is how it kind of dips whenever you go to use it. It's like the box is too heavy. And I shouldn't complain, because I know these things are like 26 tons or whatever. But the Star Kitten is the white whale, or I guess pink whale, I've been chasing for years, about 10 years now. Well, okay, maybe not 10 years, but still. I've been Ahabbing that stuff. And I guess at the end of the day, I could break down and just, buy a second account. Good luck, Ken. Gold, if the Idris got a star kit and paint, I would give it my Kraken. Like, I ain't got cap ship money. Actually, I need to check my bank account. Sorry, did I? 288. What's 24 times, hold on. 4, 8, 10, 11. What's 11 times 24? Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot one. Then Coyote, I would be, I'd be a fool. I'd be a fool. And 1G, I've looked at the Clipper. I almost kind of feel like it's trying to do too much in its size. Like, it's very useful. Got a little bit of cargo, a little bit of health, a little bit of crafting, a little bit of... It reminds me of a Chef Boyardee commercial when I was a kid. With a small child running the whole factory. And he's like, little bit of sauce, lot of bit of cheese. That's exactly what that ship is. Little bit of sauce, lot of bit of cheese. Chris, I appreciate you doing the math for me. That makes me feel better. I don't think they realize that some people have those Logitech mice where you can just spin the wheel, because if you spin your mouse wheel, you get results like this, where it just kind of flies away from you. I probably shouldn't do that. Oh, Mambo number 5. I remember we had to gather around the TV and listen to that on my stepbrother's PlayStation 1. Like, putting the CD in there, because that was the only CD player we had. God, that sounds so old. Just that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5. Oh, Disco, does the Razor actually have freewheeling mice now? For the longest time, that felt like it was just stuck to Logitech mice. I'm sorry, Ken. Is it still forever load? Ken, do you remember what your character was last? Now I got that song in my head, Coyote. Ken, that actually could be it. It probably doesn't know where to spawn you. Oh, okay. Well, if you returned to your hangar and logged out, then I'm gonna chalk it up to that Star Citizen, baby. My goodness, this goes so far. Oh, Motherfig! Hey, you got your Wookiee, too! Thank you, Motherfig. Also, I did not get to go to my circus. It's going to be postponed until Saturday. We had some heavy rains. Thank you, Motherfig. Hey, CG! Oh my god. You know what? It's only 10 boxes. I don't have to full stack them. Chris, I'm sorry. It was pretty thick and it left a dense fog behind. See, Disco, I've never had good luck with Razer. I don't know, maybe they just send their crap products to Arkansas. But every friend I've had that has had a Razer product that has like crapped out on them super quickly. And I realize that, you know, the testament of 2 to 3 people close to me is the very definition of anecdotal. But it just feels like all of them around here. But I would say that's fair. It's part of the course for Arkansas. We get the worst distribution when it comes to Transformers. So, you know, why not electronics and peripherals? Say, Coyote, you probably need the rain too. See, Chris, I love their mice. Their keyboards are a little dainty for my uses. Oh yeah, I was gonna buy sodas while I'm here. I will say that while I enjoy the features of a Logitech headset, their software can be very troublesome, and the build quality has gone downhill in the last recent years, especially for the prices that they charge. So, like, I've got a Logitech mouse, I've got a custom keyboard, which is built by Gold, courtesy of Gold. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Gold. And I'm currently using a Corsair headset that I've had forever, where all the fake leather has finally come off because I've used it so much and it's still going. See, Gold, I've thought about trying out some SteelSeries stuff. I just like the little spinny wheel that I can get on my mouse. But like Logitech keyboards, oh, they're nice to use, but I destroy them. Like, I love those super thin, low profile setups they have. And Rocket had those for a while too, and I really enjoyed a Rocket keyboard. But then they got bought out by Turtle Beach, and therefore they're dead to me now. Because I went to the wrong place. I have an absolute vendetta against Turtle Beach. See, Gold, I almost went Audio Technica a while back. I do want to try it for other applications. I love not feeling a wire draped across my shoulder. Just the freedom of a wireless headset. Because the thing is, like, if I'm going to be playing a game that requires voice, I'm not going to be using this microphone. Like, I'm not going to pull it down and go, hello, welcome to this matchmaking session of, I don't know, Armello? I don't even know if Armello has voice. Did just freeze on me. No, Gold, like, you've already sold me. I just need a wireless version, and I know making it wireless is going to impact a lot of things. Oh, the freedom of no wire. It feels so good. My head is so light, so free. No cord. No feeling of just having it draped on my shoulder. I don't know why, but I hate that feeling. Like when it finally dies and I have to plug it in because I'm a bad baby and don't charge it when it's not in use. Like when I do have to plug it in and use it wired, it's just like, oh, I'm so tethered, shackled, bound, held in bondage. Ensnared. What's some other synonyms we can use here? Somebody bust out a thesaurus. Oh, do they gold? Ah, CG enslaved is good, yes. Slave to the wire. I'll tell you what, Gold. Next time I'm in the market for a headset, I might just take a look at that wireless audio tech. All right, let's get on the road. Goes on the road.
You are clear to launch.
Engines online. Launch complete.
Incarcerated is good. Chained, shackled. Yes, shackled. I don't think I used shackled, did I? Shackled is good.
Landing gear up.
Thank you. And please visit again.
Hey, skill, sure am. I figured since you guys won't see me tomorrow, I should at least, pop by again. Oh yeah, beggars, but okay, so I don't actually have any sort of external audio for my computer. I just have a headset, that's it. And I don't know, maybe I should, but yeah, no. I don't think the Pyro Gateway is in another system. Oh, did they goof? Did they name it Pyro Gateway on both things? They did, didn't they? Should be called Stanton Pyro Gateway. thank you, Gold. Yes, I'm sure I want to leave you to go to site. He's not gonna lemon party me.
Quantum drive is now off.
Oh, and these have a microphone? Yeah, pretty looking. I see they do have that fake leather that starts to chip after a while, but that's pretty much impossible to get away from these days.
Quantum drive is now on.
Yeah, Skill, we're doing the bookstore tomorrow, and I've gotta get a few things done. Got some maintenance I need to do. I pulled the trailer out of storage today, and I noticed that some of the tires were a little low. Which is fair, because we've had some cool weather coming in. And I have been asking girlfriend's sister to keep the air pressure high in the truck. She was under the impression that you wanted to keep the air pressure a little lower. And sure, if you want a smooth, luxurious ride, but we're hauling a trailer, and also I like my miles per gallon. And if you want that, you want air all the way in the tire. Well, Ken, don't forget, there's always going to be more ships coming constantly. So you could always just pick up something fun to fly for a little bit and then melt it later. And yeah, 1G would be nice to see. Janet, they might change some things, but since it did just release, it should be up for a little bit. Now, beggars, I do have a soundbar for the television, and it works quite well. I never utilize it to its full potential because I don't want to scare the dog or anything. You know, Sugama, I am, actually. I mean, I've done it before. I'm not active right now. There was a time that I accidentally left myself logged in on it for like a week and forgot, and came back to like 4 or 5 requests, and I felt terrible. Yeah, exactly, Luna. And like, while it is a Tacoma, the off-road we've been taking it on is like the local city playground, where it's just grass. Like, not like off-road. Like, it's basically on a lawn. Or that weird bouncy stuff, like on all the kids' playground equipment now. That stuff's so fun to walk on. And Chris, the trailer is actually a mobile bookstore. It is a 16 feet by 7 foot trailer, enclosed. And the inside is a full-on store. You got shelves full of books. You got some dice because, you know. And we're specifically a fantasy, science fiction, and horror bookstore. So we're focusing. And if you're gonna have fantasy, you gotta have dice to sell. It is, isn't it, beggars? I kinda, like, here's the thing. I want to get that and get the Perseus. So I can get the Perseus for fairly cheap and store credit. I don't know what I would use it, you know? I mean, like, I guess I could use it for knocking out some hardcore bounties, but I would still need a friend buddy with me. Hey, Cerrone. Gold, which merch are we talking about? Well, you see, Chris, we might be trying to set up a permanent location at the, we've got a Ren Fair here in Arkansas, like a permanent one. And while they have seasons, they, you know, they actually have permanent buildings. It's not just people set up in little vendor tents. So we might be setting up at one of those. Thing is, it's an hour away. So I don't know if I want to drive an hour twice a day each weekend. So I might find me a little cheap used trailer. That way we can take 2 cars up there, maybe. Or if we just have the building, I can just haul the little pop-up camper. Sleep in that. Where am I going? This is going to Ruin, isn't it? Let's just double check the contract. Yeah, Ruin Station. Ooh, have fun, Ken. I mean, gold, we could also custom... That's the thing, too. Like, I can custom make leather goods, and by I mean them. So, like, I could actually get you, like, a handmade leather wallet that has, like, the Drake logo on it. Or, like, it could even have a little sentence that says, "Are you opening me for spaceships?" I don't know, Luna. It feels like it's actually an okay place. Like, it slaps large ships and dumb small ships that fly too close. Ken, I might try around 11 o'clock tomorrow just to be safe. Yeah, Saron. Hey, it was good to see you, man. I wonder what the intergalactic missions look like over on this side. Huh. They say direct bulk shipment, but none of those look particularly bulky. Let's just go ahead and take that one. Check these others. Where we go? Okay, this is going from Ruin to Baijini, so that's not even a deadhead route. That's just back and forth. Ooh, Trizon, I don't. I'm sorry. Now, Gold, that would be fun. I still just have to settle on an actual Taipan logo. God, I actually need to do more stuff with that. I need to actually appoint someone to, like, lead the org. And then I just kind of own the thing so I can show up when I need to. Because management is not going to be a strong point of mine. Especially with, you know, stuff going on. Running things in real life. Oh, Goaty, really?
Quantum fuel
And
is at 75%.
hey, Ken. I think some people are experiencing the same thing that you are. A few folks on Spectrum talking about being shard locked for hours. And a few people are saying that back-end services are jammed. So I don't think it's you, man. I think it's back-end services. and you just happen to, you know, get caught up in it. Yeah, here's another infinite loading screen. Multiple people are getting it, so you're not alone. I know that doesn't do anything for you, but, you know, if you're not lost in the sauce. I do love the music of Pyro. What, Luna? You know, like messing with the store, working the store, getting stock in for the store, scouring every single place that sells used books around here for deals to restock said store. Also, you know, talking to realtors, talking to the people that run the Ren Fair. I do a lot for it. Ooh, Mobutu, that's no good.
Drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Yeah, and try something. That would be nice to... Am I saying that right? You have to tell me how you prefer it. Like if it rhymes with prison, or if it rhymes with bison, or bison. Or... You let me know. But... it would be nice to hear a little bit more clarification. Especially now that you actually have to get your salvage refined, which seems weird. Tryson, okay. Okay. I appreciate that.
An available space has been located.
Landing gear down. Shield system online.
You think so, Luna? They felt kind of slow to me, like they felt they had weight to them. We're talking about the big ones, right?
Landing
Arrival complete. Welcome.
offline.
It is nice. I do like the salvation. Like, is it for me? No. But it's a neat little ship. Oh, the anti-fighter turret. But those are supposed to be quick, aren't they? Because of, you know, the fighters. Yoda, do we know anything about the Argo Salvager? Like, has it been confirmed? So I don't want to hear about a ship being ugly from someone who plays Elite Dangerous. Okay, you know what? It is kind of ugly. It is kind of ugly. You got me there. The thing is 6 Dorito chips put together. Yeah, the Caterpillar. I feel like it's the next poster child release. You think they're gonna probably save that thing for the next Invictus? Like, I hope they don't. And yeah, they really have gone towards a lot of Elite Dangerous style designs for RSI. Which, I mean, I guess polygons make the best designs for space. I guess. Yeah, I heard they were actually making pretty ships now. Like, what's up with that? You know, I'm kind of sad that Elite Dangerous never had a cross promotion with Doritos. That would have been cool. One, two, three, four, five. It's you. It's you. It's always been. Okay, you know what? It's just... Maybe this is why I always stack these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh dear. Did I mess up? Did I leave a box behind? Did I scuff it? Did you hear that? It sounded like a box being. Probably one of these out here, but still. Oh boy. Did I leave that all the way back in? Let's just, you know, search around. Any boxes we may have slung too hard. Nope. Okay. Well, then I guess we'll just submit it missing one box. Hey, overrun? Yeah, I decided to go to a late night one in. We'll just, you know, submit, see what happens. Waffle, this is just the old Deck the Hulls paint job. During the very first Luminalia, where they gave things away, they had 2 caterpillar skins. There was the Icebreaker one, which had the fancy metallic white and blue. Kind of looked like a tube of toothpaste. It was really nice. And then they had this one, and this was more green and red. Like, it's a nice color. Very nice color. Oh, Waffle, I'm sorry. I kind of hope they'll bring him back. I mean, they brought the Star Kitten Dragonfly back. And that thing has been a grail for the last 9 years. So if they're going to bring that back, then, you know, maybe they'll bring back some old Luminalia. I knew the naming convention. It was just boring. Like, it's just all snakes. I mean, like, Ford didn't make the Model T and just keep with the alphabet naming. Or go, hey, we're gonna make a car called the Mustang. Although I guess they did have the Pinto, but they kind of stopped after the Pinto. There wasn't an Appaloosa or a... what are other horse types? Who knows horses? And I mean, they could honor them with pictures. They don't have to... oh, what have I done? Because, like, I don't know about you, but living in the year 2025 or, you know, 2015 or whenever it came out, ships don't have to be triangles anymore. It's like, you know, doing a little homage is nice, but every now and then you don't want Doritos. You want Lay's potato chips. Preferably the kettle cooked ones. I like those. They're super crispy. Mongolian pony. Thank you, Smalt. Yeah. Yeah, Ford didn't have a Mongolian pony phase or a Pegasus or unicorn. Those are real horses. You know what? You go right there. Which one is the one that uses bird names? I'm trying to remember, because, like, I know you've got Lakon that basically just goes type. I do kind of miss my old Type 9. Very Eastern Bloc / Chinese of them. Because, like, poor Eastern Bloc countries didn't get to have any fun naming any of their weapons, their military vehicles. You know, over here we're calling stuff like the Sherman, the Sheridan, stuff like that, the Tiggy-Wumble. And over here it's like, oh yeah, this is our internally silenced pistol. It's super cool. It's like, sweet man, you got a cool name for it? It's like, it's the Type 67. It's like, oh, okay. Hey, Parker. Yeah, exactly, Smold. That's it. We're just going to force every vehicle manufacturer to choose one naming convention. Oh, how did I mess that up? Where's the box? Oh, there's right there. And they have to name all their vehicles after that one convention. See, Gold, I never got that one with the Cobra. Because, you know, it's basically just a fancy Mustang. And usually, Mustangs don't like it when snakes get involved with things. Hey, Alex. I guess I left a box behind. I feel so silly. I swore I counted them, but I guess I didn't. Oh well, we'll submit it. I mean, you know, what are they gonna do? Arrest me? So do I have a separate rep for Red Wind that they're keeping track of? No? Okay. Okay. That's like how none of these are going to Nyx. Parker, I'm working for Red Wind myself. Which I kind of wish, I don't know how many rookies it's going to make you do before they're like, all right, you're in. But I've done 2 and I have master rep with Red Wind. So I kind of feel like maybe they should pony on up. Hey, Persuader. It sure is. Not as late as it was for last night, though. I kind of goofed last night and had a super late. Oh, overrun. I'm sorry. That sucks. Was it a 30K or what? Hydrogen fuel isn't like unstable, right? Like I can toss these around. And ammonia is not toxic, so if it starts to leak, we should be okay. Oh, see, Luda, you're just picking on me now. And I know they use some... Okay, the thing is, they don't stick to it hardcore. Like, Elite Dangerous does. Because, like, Elite Dangerous manufacturers like, all right, we're naming everything after snakes. And never anything else ever. It's like, are you sure? Our investors are like, no. It's gotta be snakes. All the way down. Like, I want to see a manufacturer that has stuck to their naming convention as hardcore as Elite Dangerous manufacturers have stuck to theirs. I guess like maybe what? BMW? BMW is so boring anyway. Oh, I hate you. Random box of hydrogen. There we go. You know, Overrun, there are a bunch of people right now who are having this, like, forever load issues. A lot of weird things going on in the back end. Oh, Chris, tell me more. How does Honda name their motorcycles? Because they've got, like, what, the Goldwing, right? That's a motorcycle. I mean, Overrun, after a certain amount of years, I think we all play a game that have the initials ED. Fireblade? Hurricane. Oh, these are good. Oh, I like these. Now hold on. Hurricane is a weather event, though. Tell me more about this Fireblade. Now, Chris, what in the world is the Druid? Oh. You guys have some fun names. I don't really know what our motorcycle names are. I don't really motorcycle. Like, I think we have a Honda Rebel. Then I think a Honda Goldwing, and that's about as far as my knowledge goes. Oh no, Luna, I can do that. Watch this. Darn, clair obscure, and having a linear area. It's not fully explorable. Look at them having a finished map. No, okay, so like, listen. I just hate the ship aesthetics of most of the ships in Elite Dangerous. Like, most of the time when I would buy a brand new ship, it would be like, oh, this feels like the exact same design as the thing I was just in. Ah, cool. Because, like, I don't know if you ever played Tachyon The Fringe. I want to say like 2000, 2001 space combat game. But for a game where you never really got to see the outside of your ship, they had some cool ship designs. And I hate to admit that the Galspan ships had a better aesthetic. Never trust a spanner. But the Bora, oh, the Bora had my heart. They also had my railguns. Oh yeah, I forgot all about the Boulevard. That's a... Wait. Before I put these in here, what is the other one? Yeah, Tachyon The Fringe was good. You know, 1G, that is also a good point. Yeah, because we had Apache, Comanche. What else have we had? Those look like 2 SUs. We'll throw those into the sides and go ahead and put these in. Gosh, I hope I have room for these. I don't think I'm going to. They really need to rework the Caterpillar, man, because this is high tide tomfoolery. Like, do I have the cargo space? Yeah, on paper. Do I actually have the cargo space? No. And here's the thing that bothers me. Those are actually supposed to be able to slide back. Nice overrun. Like, these are supposed to be able to slide back here. Like that. But of course, we've got collision, and if I could slide them back, I could fit them all. How shall we do this? You know, that's a problem for later me to figure out how we're going to unstick that. I might not still be able to fit them all. But we're going to find out. Gonna find out. Haha, I can fit them all. Neato. Chris, I would say no. The cat does not have its gold pass. Technically, the cat is actually still on the exact same mesh or model that it had for when it released in 2.6.4. This ship and its design is technically pre 3.0. Doesn't have fuses in. It doesn't have any of the new tech stuff in. It is a relic. But Luna, like, if I'm gonna be stuck in a metal tube, I want that tube to be pretty. Oh, overrun, I can, and I will complain. But I will tip my hat to any poor soul who tries to load a Carrack. Oh, the poor Carrack. You know what? Why don't you? Oh, Persuader, well, I'm gonna say no to that one, Persuader. No, they are gonna have to completely rework the command module so it can actually contain components, because, you know, right now it's basically an empty tube. But that thing is way too big. Like, let's just take a look. It's way too big and it's way too long, I think, to be the command module. Like, I feel like this thing might have to get a little bit wider. But we've got space for components along the sides right there. So I think it'll be fine. I don't think, yeah, no. That's a silly rumor. Oh God, Overrun, I'm so sorry. Do you want like a pony? Well, hey, you could like rent a Polaris right now though, right? You know, use that to get the money to buy something else. Oh no! Come! Oh no! Gosh darn. Well, I feel like that's entirely on them for building them bigger and heavier. Yeah, but dude, I'm not calling them a scam. I'm just saying I don't like their ships as much. Like, I'm not being defensive at all here. You are. Okay, so I've got 4 of those. 3 there, so that means I've got... Hey. All right. And then my last 2 right here. Oh, that's fair. Overrun. Still, though, I am sorry about loading a Carrack. Ooh.
You are clear to leave.
Engines online.
Oh, come on, YouTube. Don't go all snap on me. Don't do that.
Quantum fuel is at 100%.
I mean, kid, it'll be available, but not drivable.
Launch complete.
Like, it's going to be for sale, but I feel like that one would definitely been
Landing gear up.
addressed.
Thank you for visiting. Safe travels.
I think the only ground vehicle we're getting is that, what is it, MDC?
Shield system offline. Quantum drive is now
Ooh, Parker was smart. I can't bring myself to do it because, you know, ground vehicle. Oh, what Black Friday spam am I getting now? Yeah, but Luda, I know, like, I own the Clipper, I own the Cutter, I own the Type 9, it's just... How many ships do they have that are named after snakes versus other things? So we're gonna count all the models, Mark 3s, Mark 4s. Like, what are the famous ships of Elite Dangerous? Like, it was a joke. It was a... Is that, how do you say, like a yeah, it wasn't bashing. Like, I've put hundreds of hours into Elite Dangerous. I don't hate it. Hey, squirrel. Well, tell you what, let's do some math. We got time. If you think I'm being serious here. All right, so we got about 18 ships named after snakes. And we've got about, what, 44, 45, it looks like, total ships. So that's almost half the ships in your game named after snakes. I kind of feel like a casual player would also go, huh, this game sure has a lot of snake-named ships. I'm not coping about anything. I'm just saying, for having about 40, 45 ships and almost 20 of them named after, that's a lot of snakes names. Like, it's not a ED's not going to survive because they have too many ships named after snakes. Like, I feel like you're reading into my words way more than it was ever meant to be taken. Like, we're getting into some English teacher semantics here. Yeah, squirrel. Apparently it was erroneous of me to say that pretty much all the ships are named after snakes. And now I am coping. There's a lot more things on radar than I care to see. Well, Squirrel, I just did the count. There's 18 snake ships. And either 44 or 45 total ships. Yeah, Ken, this is Pyro. Pyro also gets the violin. Haha. You go to Pyro for the violins. Honestly, Dark Knight, I'd probably wait a little bit. How long has you been away? Because here's the thing. They're introducing engineering at the end of the year. Probably the December patch. And that's going to be a huge cluster. Honestly, it doesn't feel like proper engineering to me. Like, it's more of introducing the ability to repair, which I guess can be engineering, but that feels more like a maintenance thing. I feel like engineering should be more of like managing system power, keeping things under temperature, stuff like that. And you really only seem to worry about temperature if you just turn off coolers or there is a fire. But maybe I'm just too in love with Pulsar style engineering. Which is entirely fair. I might be basing it way more on other things, but that's coming in at the end of the year. And that's probably going to be a little bit of a headache and introduce its own things, because since we don't have armor, then components are going to get punched really hard. So there's going to be growing pains there. Although Nyx is back, so if you missed Levski, Levski's back in the game. If you've been out right before, I mean, you know, okay, so Dark, it might be worth poking your head back in. Like, Pyro is fun. Okay, Pyro's sometimes fun. If you stay away from a lot of the planet side locations, you'll have a pretty peaceful existence. Places like Shepherd's Rest, Chala's Beach, what is it, Bueno Ravine? Those are nice little hot spots. Parker, that is commendable. But I'm not backtracking. I've admitted there's a lot of snakes and they're all shaped like Doritos, and that's just uninteresting. Like, homage or not, like, 4 triangles does not make an interesting shape to me. It's just a personal opinion, that's all it is. Yeah, Overrun. That's what I hate, is the cargo missions delivered to those hotspots. And trying to convince like a bunch of buddies like, hey, can you cover my butt while I deliver this cargo mission for 100K? It's like, you guys don't actually know where people go, do you? You know, Squirrel, I just wish they would give that thing symmetrical wings. They're playing into that weird asymmetry too much with Drake.
Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now off.
You son of a... You wanna... There you go.
Quantum drive is now off.
I'm probably gonna have to jump somewhere else first. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it instead of... You know, it's been a hot minute since I took my shiv out, Squirrel.
Quantum drive is now on.
Well, you know, Dark, the thing about the Apollo, like, they've introduced it, which is fun, but at the moment, you're not really losing much upon death. Like, there's still a lot of people that, you know, want a medic because, well, you know, obviously they don't want to die, or they're in a place where getting back to it takes forever.
Is now off.
But they really need to bring in more gameplay oriented towards medical instead of just players. Like, give me an NPC that needs to be dragged to a medical ship and taken care of.
Quantum drive.
You have to put them on the bed and then select the whole treatment things, even if it's just push these buttons to fix a leg. That would be fun.
Contact.
Interesting. Interesting.
Shield system online.
Well, yeah. You know, maybe you find alive NPCs and you make them not alive, and then you take their organs.
Please proceed to assigned landing
Which,
bay.
okay, is there even a market for organs at this point? Like, I guess maybe in places where you can't get, you know, like the little regen stations.
Docking initiated. Docking denied. Landing gear down.
Dude, I played the original. I just feel like they should be updated because, yeah, they're an homage, but like all the other ships of those manufacturers are still Doritos. You know what? I'm done talking about it. Like, I don't know what you're trying to get out of this, but...
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Offline.
no, not. All right. I swear if I miss one of these little 2 SCUs, I'm just gonna Alt F4. Oh god, gold, yes. I had one earlier, actually, when I went to go see the second Wicked movie, and I'm gonna be honest, does not hold up well. Which I'm told that's kind of how it is for the play, because the second act of the play is a lot weaker than the first act, and I've never seen it. I knew nothing about Wicked going into the films, except the book is not for children. Please do not buy that book for your kids. The movie's fine. There's a lot of stuff in those in that book that ain't for kids, and maybe ain't for young adults. But the second movie was definitely a lot weaker. They did not need to stretch that into 2 films. You know what, Parker? Get me a ship shaped like a Frito-Lay. I'll take a Frito-Lay ship. Honestly, gold. Little alcohol doesn't sound too bad. It's not like I gotta drive anywhere. How was I being deliberately dishonest? Raise of hands, like, your show of hands, like, does anyone feel like they have been misled about the amount of snake ships in Elite Dangerous by me tonight? Now, I didn't sit here and go, they're all named snakes. This is a fact. And I feel like if I say, you know what? Actually, yeah, if I say I feel like, that's understood to be an opinion. Yeah, it's just my personal opinion is that they're Dorito shaped and a vast chunk of them are snaky. Like that's it. Like I feel like we have spent way more time on this subject than was honestly needed. Oh, Matt, beggars, I miss potato chips so much. Sometimes I don't listen to the doctor. I get those little kettle cooked chips and I enjoy them. Oh, the sodium is worth it. Yeah, like I sympathize if you've read into a lot of SC people that disparage Elite Dangerous. That was not my intention to say that it was a less than game just because it has a bunch of snaky ships. And I will freely admit there's a bunch of SC folks that do disparage Elite Dangerous. For some reason, those camps seem to get really aggressive at each other. I just don't care enough to be like, Elite Dangerous is terrible. It's nothing but a single-player grind fest. I mean, if you want me to get shouty about it, I could. I just don't have, you know, an extreme opinion on it one way or another. You didn't have to. I knew why they were Dorito-shaped. I played the original. I was terrible at it. You didn't have to inform me of anything. You can accept that I have some knowledge. I do pretty decent at trivia every Wednesday. Yeah, Skill, have a good night, man. I knew if I said the T word, Gruff would come back in. Yeah, Squirrel, it's great fun. I miss slamming a ship into the station and hardcore hitting reverse thrusters so you don't get scanned on the way in. See, Gruff, we're gonna start having to drop like general trivia. So start aping all the questions from Trivia Night. See, Chris, and that's fine. Like, you know, different people play different games for different things. Beggars, it comes from Earth. No, I actually have no idea on Genesis terraforming. Oh, Goaty, you're gonna have to get out of here with a take like that. You guys ever read is it, I don't actually know if it's Aesop, but it's an Aesop fable. At least it's attributed to Aesop. Story about the birds and the beasts. Where like the birds and the beasts are going to war and both sides try to get the bat to join them, and the bat tells each side that he's part of the other side. And they finally end up coming to a truce, but every time the bat tries to join one of them for festivities, he gets chased off because, you know, he's the other side. Basically, the moral of the story is always pick sides. And I don't know if that's always true. Oh, beggars, even trivia masters get stuff wrong. I actually kicked myself the other night. Hardcore, because I confused the Mason-Dixon line with the Missouri Compromise with the 38th parallel. Cost me 12 points. Yeah, Cody wasn't exactly the moral I took away from that one either, but it was also written during a time where, you know, owning slaves was cool and we judged people based on the region they were from and nothing more. So, you know, not every fable is a timeless lesson of wisdom. Oh, God, Squirrel, the spookiest place I've been to in real life. I've been in an abandoned hospital. But the spookiest place I ever went to. Okay, so when I used to deliver medicine, Squirrel, there was this house that I would drive by sometimes to visit this lady, and she lived in the middle of the woods. And there was this abandoned house. You needed to cross the train tracks to get to it. Like, this is how out of the way it was. Part of their house driveway, like their personal driveway, across the train tracks. Yeah, Chris, I try not to embrace a lot of my southernness. Manipulator? How am I a manipulator? I guess is what a manipulator would say, right? But anyway, this house, actually, you know what? I think I have a picture of this house still. Anyway, this house looks super spooky, like it was abandoned, and I said, you know what? One day when I'm delivering medicine here, I'm gonna go check out that house. Because it turns out when you wear scrubs, you can kind of just walk into anywhere. Wow, that actually came up really easy. I wonder if they fixed that. So anyway, I pull up to this place. There's a jack-o'-lantern in the yard and an abandoned stuffed rabbit. Like, in the driveway. And that's already kind of spooky. Because I've been driving by this place for 2 years and it has not been inhabited. And it has been overtaken by, you know, shrubs, and grass, and trees. And I walk up to the front door, and I open it up, and the inside has been torn apart. Whoever was here last destroyed and ripped up all the furniture, just, like, smashed everything. And the middle of the room was caved in, like the floor was caved in. There was this big, deep hole in the middle of the floor. Like, it was spooky deep. And I start to walk in, and I hear something scratching from the back room. And, you know when you watch a horror movie, and people do dumb things, and you go, oh my god, why would you do that? I would never do that in that situation. Yes, you will. I need you to know right now that everybody, when put into a horror movie situation, turns into a dumb white girl in a horror movie. Because as soon as I heard it, I went, hello? And as soon as I said that, something started running. There were these heavy thuds as something started running in the hallway that, like, bent from that room at a 90-degree angle. And as soon as it started running, I started running. And I got back in my car. And I reversed out of there as fast as I could, and I never looked back. And I just always drove a little bit faster every time I had to pass by that place. Hold on, I know I've got that picture still. I know I have that spooky house. Tell you what, let me see if I have any new missions yet, and if I don't... Do we ever get anything besides Rookie? Like... I was told it's gonna takes a little while, but all right, hold on. Let me go find this picture real quick. This place was spooky. Where would I have that? I think I actually have that on my cloud storage. Maybe? And now I'm going to spend way too long looking for this. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend like 20 minutes searching for this. You guys are gonna be like, it's fine, move on. Where's my OneDrive? Where did I put that? There you are. Oh, that doesn't help. That doesn't help at all. Wait, Gold, what are we reopening? The mental asylums? We've got a couple, I want to say, still around here. Wait, I know how I can find it. I know how I can find it. I sent it to a friend a little while back. That's what I did. And from there, I can reverse search through Discord. Why am I not finding this on Discord? There we go. Sorry, I know we're kind of going down a rabbit hole here. I want to find this house again. I know it's not exciting whatsoever. You ever realize how many images you send to people? You never really think about it. And then you go to Discord and you start searching and you're like, has image. And then you're like, wow. I send a lot of trash to other people. Just useless trash. It's like, ah, yes, I did send that. Oh, that was 4 years ago. Or, oh god, what was the other one? There was this abandoned factory in Texarkana, which Texarkana has a lot of those. Okay, so here's one picture. Turns out I was smart and took multiple. I'm gonna drop this in stream chat in Discord. Trying to find the one that actually has the driveway where you can see like the pumpkin and the stuffed animal. Yeah, squirrel, have a good night. I'm gonna go back to like 2018. See, Goaty, that sounds fun. like hearing all the ghost stories and then like going into a place, because that's the thing. You want spookiness, and you always do the thing where you're like, oh, I just saw a movie about ghosts that live in the TV. I hope no TV ghosts get me. Because it's always like the thing that you're scared of is like, all right, we can't get him yet. We have to wait till we're relevant. Then we can jump on him. It's like, all right. He saw the film. We're relevant now. We're relevant. Let's go get him. Like, there's the one poor ghost who, like, haunts microwaves, but since you've never seen a horror movie about haunted microwaves, then he can't get you. No, Chris. The lower is the FFL. I think it's still the lower. That's the FFL. God, I haven't looked at the gun store since 2010. It's been so long. Here's the thing. I know I'm going to be going to my computer later on, and I just know I'm going to find it randomly. And it's going to tick me off. Oh, what? Discord, you're not going to go back that further? Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Oh, there it is. I forgot. I had it labeled under Murder House. Okay, so in stream chat, I'm posting it now. Why is that a 17 megabyte file? Oh well. Yeah, so anyway, now you can see the house in its glory. It's all overgrown. There's like a little stuffed bunny rabbit in the driveway, an abandoned jack-o'-lantern. Like, just all sorts of creepy. All creepy. Oh no, Troy, not at all. I just believe that my words on what was clearly my opinion on Elite Dangerous were just taken too seriously. Wait, Coyote, why red wax? You know, we've got a few, they're not as tore up as that, but a lot of creepy places like that in Malvern that are just
You are clear to
abandoned, but like on Main Street. So you drive by and it's like, oh, that's the spooky house.
Engines online. Quantum fuel is at 100%. Launch complete.
Oh god, I just realized I still have all that gold at like, what is it, Arc L4?
Gear up.
What if I should go deal with that? I should probably deal with that.
Contact.
Ah, gotcha, Coyote. I was thinking like a wax seal. My bad. I thought we were going like Warhammer purity seals. Why does it always give an extra character? It doesn't seem to matter what character it is. It's just if I'm typing while it is spooling up or it takes a moment to load the map, Always throws in an extra character. Oh yeah, Chris, we got hit hard. Especially after all the interstates opened up. Like, Malvern was lucky. We were along I-30. Well, parts of Malvern. Everything that wasn't immediately off the exit kind of died. Yeah. Let's get this gold sold off before a larger hotfix has to be dropped and resets things.
Landing gear down.
Trying to remember why I thought Arc L4 would take gold.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Shield system online.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take it back. Creepiest place I've ever been. Any nursing home ever. Same job. I used to deliver nursing homes all the time. And when you're the person delivering medicine, they treat you like anybody
Landing
else.
complete. Have a pleasant
Instead of being
stay.
like, oh, hi, Mr. Jones, your family is right this way. And you get to really see how places operate. And there was this nursing home that I hated going to in Texarkana. It was the most awful, terrible place. And a lot of people would just drop family off there. Like, wasn't even old. They just didn't want to take care of them. Like, people with special needs, things like that. And this one, like, there was never anyone around. Like, finding a nurse always took half an hour. And
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle.
there were
retrieval
always these two patients that sat at the front door, staring at the door. Like, they wouldn't make eye contact with you. They just stared at the door and always just really wigged me out. But that place finally shut down. And when it did, oh my god. The amount of heinous neglect. Because they shut down, and when I say they shut down, they just left. And left everybody there. Like a patient or two died. There were patients that were starving. There were feces in the kitchen. It was full of roaches. Like, it was just one of those places where you send people to forget about them and just wait for them to die. Oh yeah, Ken. No, I'm not doubting that at all. Like, I'm not blaming like nurses as a whole. Just this particular staff roster. Because, like I said, the place literally shut down. Like, people just went home and did nothing about finding anywhere to live for these people. They just left them in a building.
System.
It's a regular cat. Oh, it's got my...
Your vehicle had please visit us.
Hey, sorcerer. And Ken, it happened because it was Texarkana. I don't know what it is about that town, but I think it lays across like a ley line of just evil or terribleness. Just for how big the town is. It's just so full of heinousness. Like, it's terrible. Yeah, Coyote, that's pretty much what it was, but with staff. Well, you know, up until the end. I mean, Sorcerer, it's handling okay so far. I mean, Nyx is, of course, having ATC issues at Levski. Is also just overwhelmed because it's the new place. I mean, it's the old place, but it's also the new place. I've had a couple of issues with some hauling jobs not giving the full stock that they're supposed to.
Your systems are online.
But, you know. That's Star Citizen, baby. Okay, we still have our load.
Launch complete.
Oh, Sorcerer, if you haven't been to Pyro yet, then you've got a little two systems ahead of you. Although, Nyx is not finished. Nyx is literally just Delamar / Levski. And honestly, I don't even know if it's Delamar anymore.
Offline.
There it goes again. Doubled letter.
Quantum drive is now on.
Ken, I will say, as long as you're not going to places like Bueno Ravine, Golden Riviera, Chihuahuas, Shepherd's Rest, you should be okay. Like, it's not... Like, is it bad? Yeah, sure. But it's only bad in concentrated areas. No, I can't. I get that. I've spent some long times in jumps there that just feel boring. You know, I don't. Okay, okay, I have been shot in Pyro, but those were at contested zones. You know, that's where you're supposed to go and shoot people and get shot. But outside of a contested zone, I honestly don't remember or think that I've been shot. Ken, you have to watch it for a certain amount of hours. Or, you know, have it tuned in at least. Which reminds me, thank you, Coyote. I'm going to set mine up for tomorrow. I need to do the same since YouTube won't get on the ball and have YouTube drops. There's a lot more activity at Arc L1 than anticipated. A lot of big guns circling Arc L1 than anticipated.
Shield system online.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Hello, Zeusy.
Landing gear down.
Oh, Dark Knight, I'm all for it. I love piracy. I love running from it, avoiding it, talking my way out of it, or fighting my way out of it. Makes trading more interesting. Like, I don't want every single trade run to be a Mad Max hellscape, but
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
if you don't have piracy, then it just kind of becomes Truck Simulator.
Launch complete.
Well, that's fine for a lot of folks.
Landing engine.
But I like a bit of spice every now and then, you know? I like wheeling and dealing my way out of things. Having to pay, you know, ransom, that's the price of doing business. Or if they want to, you know, raise the black flag, and is it black flag or red flag for, you know, we're definitely going to take your cargo, I will fight about it. Hold on, Coyote, it's been streaming for 15 hours, or do you have to watch 15 hours? Because that's a lot of hours for either one of them.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
Yeah, Troy, this IAE has really taught me how to spell the name Perseus.
Your vehicle has been moved to our state. Please
And I guess if you go slow with it, you can kind of sound it out, but... Coyote, I think so. Tell you what, you give me a... Actually, I can claim it. We can find out. You're gonna have to give me like 9 minutes, though. Okay, well, 4 hours is... that's still kind of a lot. But since you don't actually have to watch, like you're not getting quizzed on it, then it's fine. It should be faster to fly back to where my ship is. Yeah, 15 hours is wild. I don't know if I've got the time or the wrists to do that. above me to the back, isn't it? No, no, it's not. It's down below. Did I goof it? Right, this is the one in the back. Man, okay, well, people have been dropping off. Ooh, and I can only sell 15 out of 21. Okay. Okay. I'll wait, I guess. You know, Gold, I actually had that issue on a Twitch drop thing, and I had to set it at like 1% and then individually mute outside of Twitch. Like, I think I had to mute the tab. Yeah, that's fair, Coyote. I need to... Actually, while I'm here, I need to buy a couple of things.
Some things just boggle the mind.
My issue with Twitch drops is, and this is the hipster in me, until there's multiples of them, there's no variation. So everyone has the exact same thing. No, Troy, I'm with you, man. Like, I'm holding on to a, what do you call it? A CCU at the moment. That is Carrick to Perseus. And I'm trying to figure out if I even want the Perseus. I mean, like, I want it, but I think I just want it to want it. Because a lot of my combat ends up being solo. Doesn't have to be, it just ends up that way. Sorry, I'm kind of tied to the station for at least 5 minutes, maybe longer. Since they're not going to take all of my gold. Also, I don't know if you guys read the a lot of that talk that got posted in Spectrum, the yellow text. I forget his name, but a gentleman on the economy team. And I don't believe they actually play the game. Because it was talking about how ships kind of get penalized for certain things. Like, it's a lot harder to load like a large ship for moving things like partilium and whatnot. And while that is a point, I feel like he's looking at it from the data side alone and not the actual gameplay side. And also, cargo limits weren't brought in. Like, if I go to a place, for example, here, and I want to sell all my gold that I have in just a caterpillar, I can't. I have to wait. Because of demand limits. And not only are there demand limits, but the price goes down. At least in Elite Dangerous, if they're chock full of something, I can still sell. It's just at a very low price. Here, it's like, nah, we're going to want more gold in the future, but we don't want it right now. So, no. And putting that in an MMO where it's affected by multiple servers that you can't mess with is still such a cheesy system. Yes, gold. Like, give me buy orders. Give me sell orders. That way, when it is available, I can just have it sold and then be good. Yes, Coyote. Like, that was one of my big issues with Partilium. Like, I think I had a load of like 20, 30 SCU. Honestly, it probably wasn't even that. And that took me days to sell. Days.
Hey.
See, Chris, and we haven't even got to Quanta yet. Everything that's being sold is just other players right now. Let's see. I think my time is ran out at least. Oh my, who's dumping medical supplies here?
Anything new in your world? Just another day then?
Because, like, basically we have to sit here for a minimum of 15 minutes. I say that. It could be a very short, it could be a lot less than that. The tick rate is 15 minutes. But if you catch the tick when it's full, then you have to wait a minimum of 15 minutes. 15 to 30 minutes to be able to sell more. Right, Coyote? And it hurt, right? It hurt a lot. And that was probably back when you couldn't even store the cargo. So it was just tied up in your ship for forever. I remember unloading a caterpillar full of Widow at Levski. And this was, you know, the 3.0 days. I say 3.3.5, 3.4, probably 3.4. And that took over 2 hours.
I think it's a bit backwards that more
And that was being the only person
Stuff
selling with a 2-minute tick rate.
Says, you can't control
Like, honestly, you know, they can keep the supply refresh. You know, this right here. But they should do away with the whole demand refresh. Like, they shouldn't be able to cap this out. Also, if they're introducing this crafting system and whatnot, and they want stuff between players, they're going to have to set up buy and sell orders anyway. Like, our entire player-to-player economy can't rely on, okay, wire me $20 and your stuff is in that box over there. We're going to have buy and sell orders on a kiosk like this. You know what? I'll just leave the ship here. I'll leave the ship here. Also, well, I guess the station doesn't have it. I was gonna say, the ones with external freight elevators, do those even work? Since, you know, you can't use your tractor beam in Armistice, do you have to use ship tractor beams?
Welcome to to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Something fast. You know, let's pull out this hangar queen. Haven't looked at that in a hot minute.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following...
Well, funny enough, Coyote, I think they're all parked at other places. Hey, Phaedrus. You're not that late. You didn't miss much. Phaedrus, I owe you an apology, by the way. I did a stream last night, and I actually finally got around to reading those bedtime stories. Because as soon as I hit the go live button, they started maintenance on the servers. And I didn't really know what to do, so I put it to a vote, and the vote was for bedtime stories. So we read about 3 or 4 of them.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Until the servers came back up.
Landing gear.
So in case you're interested, they are in the first hour of the stream labeled bedtime stories until SC is back up. I'm a little sad, though. I gave them the choice between the children's treasury of nursery rhymes, bedtime stories, and yada yada yada, and stories from Thomas the Tank Engine. And they didn't choose Thomas. Yeah, but still, like, I know you've been asking for it for a while and helped me out with some things, and, you know.
Quantum travel complete.
Yeah, I mean, God, we know where I don't really care about views. If I cared about views, I would, I don't know, actually be here on the regular. Or, you know, smash that bell notification, whatever, icon BS.
Quantum travel complete.
Hey, Clive. Well, Phaedrus, I don't want to take its job away, but yeah, you know what I mean. Like, if my goal was try to, you know, make money, get huge, attract viewers, I don't know, make videos that had hyperbole in the title and had some reaction face that had been photoshopped for a ridiculous look.
Please proceed to assigned landing
And
bay.
probably asked a question in the title, like, has CIG gone too far? Which usually, 9 times out of 10, if there's a question in the title of something, you can usually assume the answer is no. Because it gives you a very disingenuous way to ask something that is going to induce curiosity and therefore clicks. You can make dumb statements like, do puppies cause cancer? And people go, oh no, I have a puppy.
Have a pleasant stay.
Systems disabled.
Yeah, though, that is true. If I wanted to make money, I would be on Twitch. Yeah, no, Troy, you speak the truth. Like, it's fun, but I'm not like, wow, I need it. It's the best thing in my life since...
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Since,
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Well, you know, Tremors 3 was a pretty fun film. Now, Coyote, I have a question. Audiobook specifically, or is there a regular book? Can we go with a regular book? And Clive going all right. Been really busy with the bookstore. Looking in for a permanent location, like an actual retail building. Possibly, anyway. Entertaining ideas and getting prices of things, while also looking to set up for the Ren Fair. And our Ren Fair is a nice permanent one with permanent buildings, so we'd actually have to get like a Ren Fair style building. The inside doesn't have to be, but the outside does. See, Cody, I feel like it's going to be Wicklow for a year. Like, if they make this thing for sale via UEC instead of Wicklow, I'll actually have something to work towards. I refuse to engage with that weird little man. I gotcha, Coyote. Now, what were we testing? Oh, right. Pilot weapons. That's right. That's right. Pilot weapons. I gotcha, Coyote. You know, like, I've always wondered about that because there's a few like web comics I used to read hardcore when I was younger. And every now and then they would sneak in part of a web comic that would actually have a GIF, so there would be like movement. And it wasn't like, you know, a huge story thing, but it was just there. So whenever they would sell the copies, like the print copy of it, it was like, how do they, well, what are they gonna do for that? Going, well, no, it's right there. It's like, what are they going to do for this page that has a GIF instead of it just being a JPEG? Well, it's actually been, well, it's been smooth for me. There's a lot of people that it hasn't been smooth for. I'm an idiot. Sorry, I saw Captain. I'm like, that's where the Captain goes.